Hello, I'm Lisa Miola, and welcome to Just Yoga. So my goal in these videos is to use props to make yoga accessible and enjoyable to everyone. So follow my lead, listen to your body, and let's just do yoga. So we're going to start off on our hands and knees. Last time I used a thin pillow. I was able to find this kneeling pad. They might have them in the gardening section or the sport goods section in any local department store. So again, for whatever reason, if you need something for your knees, I invite you to please use it. It makes this whole yoga journey much more enjoyable. So we're going to start hands and knees, and we're going to move through our cat-cows. So rounding the spine, tucking the chin, moving into our cat, pushing the earth away, and then arching the back slightly, looking skyward. And then again, tucking the chin, rounding the spine, pushing the earth, and looking skyward. So then maybe adding the breath, inhale and exhale with the movement. Nice and slow, just warming up the body. Inhale and exhale. So it doesn't have to be exactly. If you inhale on your cow instead of your cat, it's not the end of the world. Don't get caught up in that frame of mind. As long as you're breathing and moving, you're doing yoga. So let's just do a few more of these. One last round. And back into our tabletop position. So we're in a neutral position. So keeping the shoulders over the wrists, hips over the knees, just check yourself. And now we're just going to do some mild twisting and reaching. So very gently reaching towards the sky and coming down. And the other side and coming down. And again, adding the breath. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And don't worry about looking all the way up. If your neck's feeling a little tight, as we warm up, you'll loosen up. So let's just focus on the spine right now. Nice. And the breath. Beautiful. How about one last round? Nice. So we're back in our tabletop position, and we're going to extend the back leg. So staying tight through the abdominals, we're just going to extend that left leg, toes pointing down. If that's too much on the back, you can just gently rest the toes on the mat. Otherwise, it's just lifted just a little bit, hip height, and then bring it back in. And the other side, extend and back. Nice and easy. Extend and back. So again, working those abdominals a little bit. Just a little bit of a challenge. Making the lower back a little stronger. And again, add some breath. Inhale and exhale. So let's just do one last round. Excellent. So we're going to come up. We're going to use one foot at a time. If you used a pillow or a pad, let's get that out of the way. And we're coming up right in front of the chair. So inhale, exhale. So let's just come into our mountain pose. We are tall. Feet are just a little closer than hip distance apart. We'll lift the toes off the floor and lower them. Challenge yourself one toe at a time. Ears over the shoulders, shoulders over the hips, hips over the knees, which are over the ankles. And then just gently close the eyes for a moment, just checking in with ourselves. How are you feeling today? Are you feeling anxious? Are you feeling sleepy? Are you happy? Are you blue? How's the body? Are you tight? Are you sore? Don't judge anything, just observe, just see how that feels. And now bring your awareness to the feet in this mountain pose, rooted into the mat. Keeping that weight distributed evenly between both feet. It seems so simple just standing, but it's powerful. Very powerful. We're so busy driving and on our computers. Sometimes we get lost in that forward posture. So this may feel challenging, but it also feels powerful to be able to stand here like this, like the mountain. So let's blink open the eyes. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold, using that chair. Soft knees. Inhale, halfway up, looking over. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale. Again. Forward fold. Halfway up. Forward fold. And sweeping all the way up. And bringing the palms right down the center in front of the chest. So we're moving on. So we're going to take a step back. We're going to alternate. Not a giant step, just a gentle step. Stepping back, left foot, palms together. Open, cactus arms, and together. So just alternating left foot and right foot. And adding the arms. So bird of flight, bird of flight. And you can add some breath. Inhale and exhale. Again, continuing to warm up the body. Exhale. So yay, you're doing yoga, just yoga. And again, yoga's about the breath. And it's how you feel. It's not how you look. It's not those yoga journal poses. It's about you. It's about peace and it's about joy. Give me one more step back. Excellent. So now let's open the feet a little bit wider, maybe just to the edge of the mat. And we're going to do some sunflowers and some side leans. So adding more movement, bigger movement, sunflower, and scooping down, making that big sunflower, hinging at the hips, up, step to the side, lean towards the mat, towards the middle of the mat. Open up, big sweep, just like the sunflower, over to the other side, and lean. So open up, big sunflower, so your knees are soft, hinging at the hips. And if your arms are not too cooperative, you can just do the best you can. Maybe your arms come here. We get in that side lean. Maybe we can't go as high. That's perfectly fine. The goal is to warm up. So when we do some more static postures, your body's prepared. So I'll come back to the full sunflower. And again, we're all built different. We've all had different experiences and jobs and lives and what have you. So do what your body wants you to do. Listen to your body. All right, let's come back, opening up the feet. Again, just as wide as the mat. And bringing the arms out, maybe almost like a V or an X, look like a giant letter X. And then a little bend at the knees and bring the elbows towards the hips. And again, adding some breath. And again, if we have some shoulder issues, your arms are going to be maybe here. If you feel okay, we can come up here. Follow my lead. Listen to your body. Moonflowers. Did the sunflowers, now we're doing the moonflowers. Oh, are you getting a little bit warmer now? Let's do one more. Awesome. And we'll come back to standing. We're coming closer to the chair. We're going to actually spread our legs a little wider than the mat. So this will probably be one of the few times we're off the mat. But just doing a little more movement, a little more stretching, getting these inner thighs. So using the chair, again, raising the floor, we're just going to gently move side, center, and side. Very small movement, staying tall in the center. And then when you feel you're in the groove, add a little bit of breath. Add the breath, be the breath. And don't go any deeper than your body wants you to. okay? This is just a warm-up, and it's just you and me, so nobody's watching you, right? Right. You want to get a little fancy, we can extend the arm out to the side. Only if you'd like. Again, these kind of things, just like, frosting on a cupcake. I just want your inner thighs more. So don't compromise your balance or your stretch just to reach. That's just something to amuse yourself. All right, so let's do one more round. Back to the center and here, and back to the center. Great. So let's bring the feet in, and we're coming up. So back to our flow. Inhale, exhale, forward fold, inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. And now we're going to step back, left foot, and we're going to drop the knee on the left. We're going to uncurl the toes. So we're here, we got a little stretch in the hip flexor, and we're going to add some arms. So if you feel okay to reach up, one arm, two arm. Let's see if we can find something to focus on. We'll stay here for 5 breaths. Keeping that nice mountain posture in the torso. Last breath. Excellent. So the chair is here. I want you to take the back toes, curl them in, and then bring that foot flat. Okay? We're going to lace our fingers behind, and we still have the knee over the ankle. We're going to bring the abdomen towards the thigh, keeping the head in line with our neck. Humble warrior, raising these laced fingers behind us. And we're breathing 5 breaths. Again, try to find something to focus on. And if your balance feels a little wonky, the chair is here. Even a light touch will tell your brain that you're safe. So never underestimate the power of your amazing brain. Last breath. So now we're coming up. We're going to straighten out that leg and just take in that back leg just a little bit. Awesome. Okay, so now we're going to hinge forward, forward, straight leg, and moving into our pyramid pose. So if your balance feels okay, you want to gently reach on either side of that leg, that right leg, that front leg. Go right ahead. Keep the head in line with the spine. Feeling a nice stretch. The back of the leg, hamstrings. And then soften that knee and bring it up to the front. Oh, that was great. So let's even it out. Let's do the other side. So inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. And stepping back with the right leg. Good. And let's lower that knee. We're going to uncurl the toes. We are tall in our torso. And then bringing the arms up. If it serves you, great. 5 breaths or half and half. Do half here. You can lower one arm. If you get tired, you can lower. Maybe we take 2 breaths in one posture and 2 in another. Just don't move below the waist. So let's lower the arms. We're going to curl the toes. We're going to come up and we're going to lower that back heel. Excellent. We still have a bend in this front knee and it's not going beyond the ankle. And we're going to lace the fingers behind the back and bringing the abdomen towards the thigh. So again, if you feel your balance is wonky, use that chair. That's why we have it. Or we can reach back. But the humble warrior is humble, not proud, humble. One more breath. So wherever you are, bringing the hands to the seat, we're going to straighten out that front leg and just come up like a half a foot. And then hinging at the hips into our pyramid pose. So again, light touch here or light grasp on the sides of the leg. Excellent. Last breath. Bend that front knee and bring it forward. How are we doing? Inhale. And exhale, bring the palms together to the center. Wonderful. So we're nice and warm. Let's do some balance. Let's do a little bit of balance work. And then we're going to head down on the mat after that. So let's find our chair pose. We're going to take a fist, put it between the knees, and adjust the feet. So again, the ankles are over the knees. There's the same amount of space between the feet as the knees and the hips. So the feet are not close together. They're not wide out here. Your knees are not knocking. It's one straight line. Excellent. So in our chair pose, almost like we're sitting down, pushing the bottom out, knees stay over the ankles, and extending the arms. And pushing up into our extended mountain. Exhale into chair. Inhale, arms behind us for airplane. All the way up, extended mountain. Down for chair. Arms behind us, pinch the shoulder blades together, palms face the floor. Eyes are working. Check yourself, check those knees all the way up. extended mountain. Let's bring the palms together into the center. And we're going to take the left ankle onto the right knee. And we're going to move into that chair pose. So just adding a little bit of balance, finding a focal point. And again, chairs here, light touch to sense the brain. We're okay, we're safe. We're breathing. If you want to extend your arms, that's fine. Figure 4 chair pose. Nice little balance. And coming all the way up and taking it off. Let's try the other side. So again, I like using the fist. It's a nice little measuring tool that we don't have to remember to bring with us. Okay, fist between the knees. Good. We're here. We're in our chair, and we're going to bring that right ankle onto the knee. So that's a really nice stretch on the outside of the right hip. Reaching forward. Oh! And nice and easy coming up. Awesome. How does that feel? Good. So it's important to practice balance. I try every day, but even a few times a week, because you never want that kind of skill to diminish and escape you. So let's take up the left knee, and open it out to the side. Foot is flexed, right arm extends to. And we're breathing, and that right leg is active, pushing us up. Let's bring it back to the center and down. The other side. So, taking this right knee up, open it up, left arm out to the side. So look what I've done here. Got a little touch point. Lets me know I'm okay, I'm safe. And bring it back. Awesome. So now we're going to move in the opposite direction. We're going to lift that left knee up, and we're going to take it across the body. And keep that left arm up. So just a mild twist. And bring it down. Oh, okay, bringing up the right knee, up, across the body, right arm to the side. It does help to find something to focus on. I can focus on some things around the room, or I can focus on me and the camera. But definitely having a focal point keeps the mind still, which keeps the body still. I lost my focus. No worries. Okay, we're going to make our way down to the floor. I'm going to use a cushion so that elevates me so you can see me a little bit better. So inhale, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. We're going to come down one knee at a time and then taking a seat. Okay. So we're going to take in the left foot in towards the center of the body and take the right foot out to the side. If that's too much, you need to soften that knee a little bit. Go right ahead if that's too much on your back. And it does help, if you do need something to sit on, if you have blocks or a thicker pillow, that will help as well with the lower back. But otherwise, again, this is going to be about how you feel, not how you look. Trust me, I don't look pretty doing this. We're going to take our right hand down the inside of the right leg. We're going to inhale, sweep that left arm up and over. And we're not going to be focusing on the right foot. Instead, we're looking up and under the armpit of the left hand, the left arm. So that's what we're focusing on. And I want you to feel the lean, the side lean stretch here. That's what I want you to focus on and feel. And with every breath, maybe you'll move closer to the foot, but I don't care. That's not what I want. That's not what you want. I want you to feel a wonderful stretch. If your neck is getting tired, fine. If you need to change the gaze, but don't look at your foot. Every time you breathe, you may melt a little deeper, but don't force it. Gravity will do its own thing. So now we're going to inhale and come all the way up. Okay. So we're going to keep this foot extended. We're going to take this left foot up and we're going to step it over and put the foot down. Excellent. So we're going to move into a nice twist. We're going to hug this left knee with the right arm and take this left hand behind. And we're going to push up, 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 get as tall as we can, and just moving into a nice twist to the left. When we twist, we want to twist from the waist. It's not about the shoulders or the head. We want to try and wring ourselves out like a nice towel. And that comes from the waist, from the middle. So breathing in some positive energy, love and joy, and just wringing out any kind of stress and tension. Anything that doesn't serve you or is weighing you down. And same thing, every breath, maybe you twist a little deeper. Don't force it. Okay, so coming back to the center, we're going to take that bottom leg and bring it towards you. Almost like we were sitting in a cross-legged position. But my knees are almost on top of each other. So I'm almost kind of wrapped up like a bow. So consider yourself the best gift ever and wrap yourself up in a bow. Get as tall as you can. And then gently, spider fingers, we're just going to hinge forward ever so slightly, just to feel a nice stretch in hips. Again, we're not forcing it. We're not rounding that upper back. And it's not about how we look, it's how we feel. So once you feel that stretch, you're going to stop. And if your body says, I like this, maybe you move. But if it hurts, you're going to come back. So use those spider fingers. We're coming all the way up. We're going to undo the bow. And you're going to take now this right foot in towards the middle of the body. Extend the left. We're going to take that left hand on the inside of the leg. And we're going to sweep up that right hand. So again, not concerning ourselves with the leg, with the foot, how far we go. We're going to look up and beyond. Feel the side stretch here. And that's where we're breathing into. That's where we're focusing. And again, funky shoulders. Maybe you want to be here. Maybe your hand can stay on the hip, or maybe you can even just put it behind your back. But I still want you looking up and over that right shoulder. And breathing here. So wherever you are, we're coming up. Nice. We're going to take the right leg and we're going to step it over the left. Taking the left arm, giving this a hug. Landing the right arm behind you. And again, moving into a nice, enjoyable, pleasant twist. So coming back into the center, and then we're going to take that bottom leg and we're going to stack the knees. And again, the wonderful gift that you are, we're trying to bring the heels towards the butt and stop when it becomes complicated or painful, please. And wherever we are, spider fingers and just hinging forward. So now you'll feel it on the right side, yes? I hope so. So I've been doing yoga for so long, 17 years, and I've learned there's so many different options, variations. There's room to grow, and every accomplishment, every achievement along the way has been just awesome. So I encourage you, you're just starting, just don't be hard on yourself. That's the beauty of it. There's no right or wrong way in yoga. Okay. And coming back up, 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 up to the center. Excellent. Okay. So I have this cushion so you could see me. I'm going to get rid of that. Put that aside. So we're on the mat. Feet are here. Feet are flat. Knees are bent. And we're just going to come down onto our sits bone. So if you kind of move the flesh of the butt and you kind of sit back a little bit, you'll feel that little hard part. That's the sits bones. So we're going to kind of play with boat pose. So traditional boat pose lifts up both legs. We're going to play with one at a time, keeping our abdominals tight, working these abdominals. So let's extend the arms, and we're going to gently lift the foot and staying tall, tall. Try not to collapse. Up, 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 and lower that. And the other foot. Up, 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 and lower. And just alternating, just playing with it. Left and right, left and right. Adding the breath, and it doesn't seem like this is a lot, but if you are contracting your abdominals and not collapsing backwards, you're gonna feel something. Awesome. So if this is your first time playing with something like the boat pose, I wouldn't just jump into throwing both feet up. So we're playing with that one option, 1 foot at a time. If you'd like to see what it feels like with both feet, we can place the hands beside us, spider fingers, and maybe lift up both toes. Can you feel how challenging that is? And lower the feet. So yeah, so there's a lot going on here, right? In the hips and in the abdominals. And if you have any lower back issues, it takes a lot out of that lower back. So just an FYI, if you want to protect that lower back, we're going to alternate legs, or we're going to definitely hold ourselves up because we don't want to do anything that we're going to regret later on. Okay, moving down. We're going to hold the back of the legs, feet are still on the mat, and we're going to down, 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 nice and slow. And bringing the heels closer towards the fingertips so they just about brush. And we're moving into our bridge pose. So pushing the feet into the mat and gently coming up, bringing the bottom off the mat, and one vertebrae at a time coming back down. And again, pushing, adding breath if you so desire. I exhale when I exert. And so this exercise helps strengthen the lower back. Everybody wants abdominals tight because they look good. We want to work all four sides. The side muscles, the obliques, that's what they're called, obliques, our abdominals and our lower back. So we're not just sexy, we're strong. Okay, so the next time we're up, I want you to stay up. And I want you to bring the shoulder blades together and clasp the fingers beneath you. So we're pushing energetically into the feet, and we have our shoulder blades towards the center. So not letting that bottom dump down. It's like one straight line, or like a slide, a human slide. And just breathing. And if this is too much, I'd like you to just continue doing the bridge up and down at your own pace. So if you're in the bridge, we're going to separate the shoulder blades, bring the palms down to the mat, and one vertebra at a time, come down to the mat. So now bringing the knees into the chest, coming underneath the knees, grabbing underneath and just massaging that lower back. So we're just going to kind of go side to side, maybe forwards and backwards. So just imagine maybe you get some pizza dough in that lower back area, and we're just squishing it out. We're making a yoga calzone or something. Nice. So it should feel good. It should feel nice. Okay, so we're going to lower the feet back to the floor, back to the mat. So I'd like you to go into bridge, like a half a bridge, a mini bridge up, and I want you to just take your bottom to the right. Good, lower it. And I want you to lower the knees to the left and extend your arms out to the side like you're a giant letter T. And then I'd like you to look over the right shoulder. So we're in a nice twist. Keeping your shoulders on the mat. So coming back to the center, bringing the head to the center, the knees to the center, your bottom to the center, arms back on the mat. So again, doing a tiny little bridge, bring your bottom to the left, let the knees drop to the right, open your arms up in a giant letter T, and then looking over the left shoulder. So coming back to the center, knees, the head, your bottom. Bring the hands on the mat. Awesome. And now we're just going to take the soles of the feet together and just let the knees gently drop to the sides, opening the palms up towards the ceiling. We're just kind of, we're just ready to relax in our Shavasana. Shavasana sounds so much nicer than corpse pose, doesn't it? So I invite you to close your eyes. Just a moment to scan the body now. After all the hard work you've done, how do you feel? Are you tired? Are you glad it's over? You feel energized? And I'll invite you to take both hands onto the heart. As you breathe, imagine the heart radiates love into the hands with every exhale. And that love goes down the arms, into that entire shoulder and chest area. That love, that warm feeling fills up the abdomen, the back, pelvis area. That love continues down the thighs, your knees, your calves, your ankles, feet, all the way to the tips of your toes. And while you feel the warmth of this love in your body, imagine the color of this warm, loving feeling. What color is it for you? And now see yourself covered in the soft glow of that color. I won't speak the color. I don't want to influence your choice. And then taking the hands from the heart, lowering them to the mat, and imagining that loving feeling spreading throughout the room, spreading through your neighborhood, city. State. And all of us, wherever we are, connecting our colors in love across the country, spreading love and warmth. So when you're ready to move along with your day, I invite you to bring the knees a little bit towards the center. Roll over to one side, just in a fetal position, feeling kind of like a rebirth, like we're born again after this practice. And then pushing ourselves up into a seated position, an easy seated position. So bringing the hands together to the heart. I came across this wonderful quote. Your smile can change the world, but don't ever let the world change your smile. I thank you for sharing your practice with me. Namaste. I'll see you soon.